Well, a lot of it is you get a lot of pride growing up knowing that you are Norwegian. It's a little different being in America because back in the late 60s and the 70s we did a lot of the holiday traditions different than a lot of American people. On Christmas Eve we had ribs and sauerkraut and cucumber salad and boiled potatoes.
Christmas Eve we had sauerkraut, ribs, potatoes.
Every Christmas, that was our traditional dinner. We also celebrated May 21st, which is Norway's Independence Day. And people like wondering what we were doing because we were having a little party. We'd have Norwegian flags. But we would get to eat fish and fish balls.
A different person that lives in the South, meaning that I didn't fit in growing up. I had an accent and I was just different. I had a different name, and people, and they still do, they call me Nut.
And we got made fun of sometimes in school because every time Bestemor came over from Norway to visit, we would always want to learn new words. And some of the translations here were not appropriate in the English dictionary. Like, for instance, one time my brother was so happy because he learned the word for meat. And when he went to school, and he decided he was going to try out his new Norwegian and asked the cafeteria server if he could have some shat. Well, of course, they took that wrong, and he got punished for it and had to sit on the stage, which was in the cafeteria back then, and eat his lunch in front of everybody. So everybody was like, what did he get in trouble for? And I says, I don't know. He just said shat. He just asked for shat, which to us, that's meat. We got to go to Norwegian dances. Didn't do that after I was grown up, but everybody dressed up in a traditional Norwegian costume, and you met with other Norwegians. And if there's any type of Norwegian festival or fair going on, which is very rare, then we attended those. But then along with it came the sense of pride that you were a Norwegian, that you were taught a lot, you were taught respect. We did have to go to school because that was something that was very well pushed in Norway. As far as the Norwegians, education was very important. We were required to finish high school. We were not allowed to get a GED. So all of us kids did graduate from high school with a diploma. Food was different because we going around telling people we're eating goat cheese, which was a brown cheese back then. And Norwegian pancakes, which is a flat pancake. A lot of the cooking is very plain. That's one thing that my father taught me about cooking considering the way he grew up, the way Norwegians cook, is what's the sense in dumping 15, 20 spices on your food when you're not there to eat the spice, you're there to eat the actual food itself. So you want to taste the food and not kill it in all the spice. So that's one reason why the cooking is so simple over there. Fish, oh my gosh, we ate fish all the time. Steamed fish, boiled potatoes, boiled cabbage.
Still have ribs at Christmas Eve.
Stuff that we liked. We grew up eating stuff like that, and we still do eat it.
We went to church. I still go to church.
A lot of our life growing up was camping outdoors, just having fun. Fishing, Norwegians love to fish. We used to go fishing all the time. Did a lot of hunting. As far as deer hunting, we started that at a very early age and learned how to hunt. My parents loved to go moose hunting, and it was always funny when the day my mom shot a moose, and my dad, of course, with all the good old Norwegian pride, took the moose horns and tied them up to the outside front of the van. So when they got home, we had to drive around the circle showing it off. And nobody could believe that my mom shot a moose. Taught to survive. That's one thing we all learned as kids growing up, was if we went out, make sure we had a fishing hook with a line with us, a compass, and a knife, no matter where we were going or what we were doing. Because with that we could always catch something to eat, find our way if we were lost, and use the knife to cut twigs or to clean our fish or anything like that.